The leopard seal moves through the Antarctic waters like a living shadow, silent and deliberate, a presence that transforms calm seas into hunting grounds. In an environment where survival depends on precision and power, this animal reigns without rival. Larger than most seals and more aggressive than any of them, the leopard seal occupies a position in the Southern Ocean that few creatures ever achieve: absolute dominance. It is not merely a predator, it is a regulator of life itself in one of the most extreme ecosystems on Earth. The evolutionary journey of the leopard seal begins millions of years ago, when ancestral pinnipeds first returned to the ocean after generations on land. As Antarctic waters cooled and ice became permanent, only the most adaptable lineages survived. For the ancestors of the leopard seal, specialization became the key to dominance. Unlike seals that focused on fish or krill alone, this lineage evolved toward versatility. Natural selection favored individuals capable of exploiting multiple food sources, enduring freezing temperatures, and hunting in both open water and dense ice fields. Over time, the leopard seal's body transformed into a weapon system perfectly suited for polar predation. Its elongated, muscular form allows for rapid acceleration, while powerful foreflippers provide exceptional maneuverability underwater. The head is large and reptilian in appearance, with a jaw structure capable of delivering crushing force. Unlike the rounded faces of many seals, the leopard seal's skull is streamlined for gripping and tearing prey, an adaptation that reflects its position at the top of the food chain. The teeth of the leopard seal reveal its dual nature. Sharp canines enable it to seize and kill large prey such as penguins and other seals, while specialized molars form an interlocking sieve that allows it to filter krill from the water. This combination makes the leopard seal one of the most flexible hunters in the marine world. Few predators can switch so efficiently between microscopic crustaceans and full-sized vertebrates, yet the leopard seal does so with ease. Its physiology is built for endurance in cold beyond human comprehension. A thick layer of blubber insulates the body, conserving heat while also serving as an energy reserve during periods when food is scarce. Blood circulation is carefully regulated, reducing heat loss to extremities while prioritizing vital organs. During deep dives, the leopard seal slows its heart rate dramatically, conserving oxygen and extending its hunting range beneath the ice. Behaviorally, the leopard seal is defined by intelligence and intention. It does not rely on chaotic pursuit but on calculated ambush. Penguins entering the water face an invisible threat, as the leopard seal often waits motionless beneath ice shelves or near breathing holes. When it strikes, the attack is sudden and devastating. The seal uses rapid head movements to disorient prey, sometimes playing with it not out of cruelty, but to weaken and position it for efficient consumption. Despite its fearsome reputation, the leopard seal is not driven by constant aggression. It is a solitary animal, preferring isolation over social interaction. Individuals maintain loosely defined territories during feeding seasons, particularly around areas rich in penguin colonies. Vocalizations echo underwater, long and haunting calls that serve as both territorial signals and mating displays. These sounds travel vast distances through the cold ocean, reinforcing dominance without direct confrontation. The leopard seal's habitat is inseparable from the ice itself. Sea ice is not merely a platform for rest but an essential component of its hunting strategy. Ice edges create natural bottlenecks where prey is forced to enter the water, giving the leopard seal a decisive advantage. As climate change alters ice patterns, this relationship becomes increasingly fragile, threatening to disrupt hunting efficiency and territorial stability. In the Antarctic ecosystem, the leopard seal plays a role that cannot be replaced. By controlling penguin populations and competing seal species, it prevents overgrazing of krill and fish stocks, indirectly shaping the balance of the entire Southern Ocean food web. Its presence maintains order through pressure, an invisible force that keeps prey species alert, mobile, and adaptive. Yet even this apex predator is not immune to change. Shifting ice conditions, declining prey availability, and increased human activity in polar regions introduce uncertainties that evolution did not prepare it for. The leopard seal remains powerful, but the world it dominates is changing faster than nature can comfortably absorb. The true mastery of the leopard seal reveals itself not in raw strength, but in strategy. Unlike many apex predators that rely primarily on speed or numbers, the leopard seal hunts with patience, memory, and environmental awareness. Each individual develops preferred hunting zones, often returning to the same ice edges, penguin entry points, and underwater corridors year after year. This familiarity allows the seal to predict prey behavior with unsettling accuracy, transforming chance encounters into calculated outcomes. When penguins gather at the edge of the ice, hesitation becomes visible. They do not leap blindly into the water. Instead, they scan the surface, listening, watching for subtle disturbances. This instinctive caution exists because of the leopard seal. Beneath the surface, the seal may already be positioned vertically, head tilted upward, eyes fixed on silhouettes above. The attack, when it happens, is rarely prolonged. A sudden upward surge, jaws snapping shut with precision, and the water erupts briefly before returning to silence. Efficiency defines the moment. There is no wasted movement, no prolonged chase. In some cases, the leopard seal employs a more complex tactic. Rather than striking immediately, it may herd penguins away from ice floes, cutting off escape routes. By positioning itself between the prey and safety, it forces exhaustion and panic. This behavior suggests a level of spatial reasoning uncommon among marine predators. The seal understands not only where the penguins are, but where they need to go, and it exploits that knowledge without haste. Feeding itself is a process refined by evolution. After capturing larger prey, the leopard seal often uses violent lateral head movements to tear flesh into manageable pieces. This behavior, frequently misinterpreted as play, serves a functional purpose. The seal lacks the ability to chew. Instead, it relies on momentum and water resistance to break down its meal. With penguins, feathers are often removed through repeated shaking, reducing ingestion of indigestible material and improving nutritional efficiency. Krill feeding presents an entirely different behavioral mode. During these periods, the leopard seal becomes almost methodical. Swimming with its mouth slightly open, it filters massive quantities of water through its specialized teeth. This adaptability allows it to survive fluctuations in prey availability, switching diets without compromising energy intake. Few predators in the Antarctic demonstrate such dietary flexibility, and fewer still execute it with such anatomical precision. Socially, the leopard seal exists in near isolation. Unlike seals that haul out in large colonies, it prefers solitude, minimizing competition and conflict. Interactions between adults are rare and often tense. When they do occur, they are marked by vocal displays rather than physical confrontation. These underwater vocalizations are among the most complex produced by any seal species, consisting of trills, pulses, and descending tones that can last several minutes. Sound, in the Antarctic Ocean, travels farther and faster than vision, and the leopard seal uses this medium to assert presence without exposure. During the breeding season, these calls intensify. Males broadcast their strength and territory through sound, while females evaluate potential mates based on vocal complexity and endurance. Mating itself occurs in the water, away from ice and land, reinforcing the species' deep connection to the marine environment. After mating, there is no pair bonding. Females give birth alone, nursing a single pup on ice floes, providing rich milk that allows rapid growth in a short window of time. Mother-pup interactions are brief but intense. The pup must gain independence quickly, as prolonged dependency increases vulnerability to predators and environmental instability. The mother teaches through proximity rather than instruction, allowing the pup to observe swimming patterns, breathing rhythms, and ice navigation. Survival is learned through exposure, not protection. Despite its dominance, the leopard seal is not reckless. Energy conservation governs much of its daily behavior. Long periods of rest on ice are not laziness but strategic recovery. Every hunt expends significant calories, and failure carries consequences even for an apex predator. The seal's awareness of risk extends to encounters with unfamiliar objects, including humans. Reports of interactions with divers suggest curiosity rather than hostility, a controlled assessment of novelty rather than instinctive aggression. In the broader Antarctic ecosystem, the leopard seal's influence extends beyond direct predation. By shaping penguin behavior, it alters feeding patterns, breeding site selection, and migration timing. This ripple effect impacts fish populations and krill dynamics, subtly restructuring the food web. The leopard seal does not merely consume, it governs through presence. As the Antarctic environment continues to shift, the leopard seal stands at a crossroads. Its adaptability has carried it through millennia of climatic fluctuation, but the current pace of change is unprecedented. Shrinking ice alters hunting platforms, while warming waters redistribute prey. The seal remains powerful, but power alone does not guarantee permanence. The modern world has begun to intrude upon the ancient domain of the leopard seal, not with noise or confrontation, but through subtle shifts that alter the very structure of its existence. Climate change does not announce itself with sudden catastrophe in Antarctica. It arrives quietly, reshaping ice formation patterns, thinning platforms that once served as stable hunting grounds, and altering the timing of seasonal freeze and thaw. For a predator whose success depends on precision and predictability, these changes introduce uncertainty into an environment that once operated on rigid rules. Sea ice is more than a resting place for the leopard seal. It is a strategic tool. Ice edges create natural ambush zones, breathing holes funnel prey into vulnerable positions, and stable flows provide secure locations for nursing pups. As ice becomes thinner and less reliable, these advantages erode. The seal must adapt by expanding its range, diving deeper, and expending more energy to achieve the same results that once required less effort. Adaptation is possible, but adaptation always carries a cost. The redistribution of prey species further complicates this balance. Krill populations, highly sensitive to temperature and ice coverage, fluctuate unpredictably. Fish species migrate in response to changing currents. Penguins, under pressure from shifting food availability, alter their breeding sites and foraging routes. Each of these changes forces the leopard seal to recalibrate its hunting strategies. While its versatility offers resilience, no predator is immune to a collapsing foundation. Human presence in Antarctica remains limited, yet its influence is disproportionate. Scientific expeditions, tourism vessels, and increased maritime traffic introduce unfamiliar stimuli into a world shaped by silence. Encounters between humans and leopard seals are rare but revealing. Rather than exhibiting indiscriminate aggression, leopard seals often display curiosity. Divers report being approached, circled, even gently tested by these animals, as if the seal is attempting to understand whether this new entity belongs within its mental map of the ecosystem. These interactions have fueled myths and exaggerations, painting the leopard seal as a monstrous and unpredictable killer. In reality, attacks on humans are extraordinarily rare and typically involve misidentification rather than intent. The leopard seal does not hunt recklessly. It assesses, evaluates, and decides. Its reputation as a villain reflects human discomfort with predators that do not conform to familiar narratives of beauty or passivity. In truth, the leopard seal represents ecological honesty. It is neither cruel nor benevolent. It kills because killing sustains balance. By regulating penguin populations, it prevents localized overconsumption of marine resources. By competing with other seals, it ensures that no single species dominates to the detriment of the system. Its presence enforces equilibrium through pressure, an invisible governance that maintains the structure of Antarctic life. The legacy of the leopard seal is written not in numbers or territory but in influence. It is a reminder that apex predators shape ecosystems not through abundance but through control. Remove such a predator, and the consequences cascade outward, destabilizing relationships forged over evolutionary time. The leopard seal's continued survival is therefore not merely about preserving a species, but about preserving the architecture of the Southern Ocean itself. As the Antarctic future unfolds, the leopard seal stands as both sentinel and symbol. It embodies adaptation refined to its highest form, intelligence sharpened by isolation, and power exercised with restraint. Whether it will continue to dominate beneath the ice depends not only on its own resilience, but on humanity's ability to recognize that even the most formidable predators are bound to the fragile systems they rule. In the end, the leopard seal does not roar, does not boast, and does not announce its authority. It glides through frozen water, unseen until it chooses to be known. In that silence lies its true dominance.